TWF ni team sini buku opera IB Sopna Taibiri team song Taibu Fai Manja Fai Gaho Zagawo sini honorable senior MDCs EMs MLAs Tai sini former minister Atamebar Kumar Jomatia, and not to forget the most favorite of Bubakra Amoka, the girls and boys there. Dini message was agawo sing all silananai that this is one of its first kind program in the state of Tripura, and we must thank the DISF for organizing such a wonderful program. Let's give them a big round of applause. And we know that today is a special occasion, and on this special occasion, the YTF, DISF, TWF, and all the leaders wants to pass a message to the whole world, to the whole state, by saying, just no to drugs. Tamo himale, sing saibano, drugs ni problem tamo. Drugs ni problem, individual problem ya. This is one of the most dreadful disease, contagious, which is spreading more than a cancer. Almost stop nyawinai. Rather than saying stop, only message we can say no to drugs. And the last message, more important than what Bubakra said to all of us is, Bubakra's message in Bagai is that Bubakra's love for us is unconditional. Je Bubakra sono hamzamani almost so unconditional. Because all denominations semai tang lainai, sem salainai, same to drugs. We all love Bubakra, and Bubakra's message to all of us is that he loves us unconditionally. So let's all say no to drugs. Ambai, thank you.
And our two ministers is sitting in this one floor. You can see them. They are only sitting on the floor for you only.
So sweet of you.
So,
thank you so much.
From Tripura, everyone loves you. So thank you for coming, and please.
Different substance for maybe more than twice or thrice. First, it could be a birthday party, or it could be Durga Puja, Guriya Puja, it could be somebody else's anniversary, it could be a completion of, love anniversary or whatsoever. A function would be there, and then we would plan to get drunk for the first time maybe. But slowly and gradually, people who has the disease of addiction, what happens, we make it our tendency. Like after a couple of days, there would not be any birthdays, there would not be any functions, there would not be any celebrations, but we would make it a excuse, or maybe no excuse. We make it a point that we get drunk again, or we go get drugged again, right? So thus it comes into our life, and since it's called OCD, it's obsessive compulsive disorder, right? So once you're into this, you become obsessed with the particular choice of substance, or you become, there's a disorder which keeps working in you, wherein you cannot come out of it, right? So it is always better, people who haven't tried alcohol, people who haven't tried drugs, or people who haven't tried any other psychoactive element, it's better to stay off from it. Because in the initial time, it is always fun, because it gives a feeling which is very much unknown, and it also, helps us forget our sorrows, our linguistic stories that we have. From 2010 to 2021, in all the states of India, the HIV ratio has gone down. Like in few states it has decreased by 58%, in few states it has decreased by 2% at least. In few states, it has decreased by 16%, 10%. But in the last 10 years, it has reduced in most of the states of India. But we are aware that we have slowly become injectors when it comes to heroin, and we are actually killing ourselves. So this statistics shows that in Meghalaya, it has the HIV positive patients has increased by 202%. Like in 2010, if there were 1 patient, now we have 202 patients in Meghalaya. And horrendously in Tripura, it has increased by 330.03%. So you can imagine how is it increasing and how is it circulating and how is it transmitting into an youth body, right? So we are responsible to save this youth, and all of us who is available here is responsible, right? So we should, like all the stakeholders, I know that in Tripura, many people like Fagra and TISF and many other institutions, many other legal services, recently they have launched Project Mukti as well. We are working, few of us have been working with legal services of Tripura as well. So many of the stakeholders who wants to eradicate drug menace from Tripura, they are working simultaneously but separately. I would urge through this program and the media friends that we have that all the stakeholders should come forward and work together so that we can actually see a drug-free Tripura soon. Because otherwise, it is not quite possible to, because there will be a generation gap. I don't know how seriously you can take it right now, because people who are not into drugs or whose family is not suffering yet, they may think, nothing is happening in my house, nothing is happening in my para, nothing is happening in my relatives, so why should I be bothered about this particular thing? No, this is not, should be the motive of you as a human being. We all should be together in order to fight this drug menace of Tripura. Otherwise, we would have a generation gap in near future. Many are already dying, right? So there are many treatment centers who are working very nicely across Tripura. So people who are already into it, let's come out of the stigma that we have, that rehabs are not functional properly. There are many things which keeps on happening in rehab. No. People should be approaching to rehabs, treatment centers. There are spiritual therapies which goes on, and it is possible, because I have been speaking to many drug addicts who are very much into it. I have been working with somebody who has gone to the streets of Bortola, who used to stay in Bortola as well. He has left his house because he was stealing so many things from his house, and then he was chucked out of his house, and then he was staying in one of the bus stands in Agartala. So I've taken him, and then he's there with me. So I get to see, and I also get to hear how a drug addict feels, or how an alcoholic who is chronically abuses alcohol, how they feel, or how I used to feel once upon a time when I was using for the last 14 years maybe. We think that it is not possible to stay clean. But yes, it is possible. As in, we can, even if we are into drugs, there must be friends and families who must be suffering now. So yes, it is possible to stay clean, and it is possible to have a good life, and have a great life wherein there will be dreams, there will be studies, and we can actually enlighten ourselves and have a great life ahead. I have a very less time because there are a lot of cultural activities which is coming up, so I was given 10 minutes. I hope you understood, and I hope I could put it across the message right away. Hope you enjoy the program. Thank you very much, TSA, once again for giving me the chance. Thank you very much.